Good morning, class. Okay, today we want to talk about parts of a leaf. But before we start, who can tell us what we talked about in our previous class? Yes, Grace? Yes, good. We talk about parts of a flower. Who can name for us some parts of a flower? Yes, Peter? Good trial, we have the petal. Yvonne? Good trial, we have the sepal. Sarafina? Good trial, we have the stigma. Good. So today let us focus on parts of a leaf. A leaf has got various parts. For example, we have the blade. The blade is the flat surface of a leaf. It is also called lamina. And then again, we have the veins. Another part of a leaf, again, we have the midrib. Another part, we have the petiole. So for us to have a better understanding of the parts of a leaf, I have with me a diagram of part of a leaf. We can check, and some of you who does not understand the blade, the veins, and the midrib can see what we are talking about. Yes, here is the lamina I was talking about. This surface here, the lamina or the blade, the broad surface of the leaf. Here it is, and here is the vein, the lines that run through the leaf. This one, these are veins. I hope everybody is seeing the veins, these lines. And then we have the petiole that we are talking about, number 4 there. Here, this is the part that can attach the leaf to the stem of a plant. Then we have the midrib. The midrib is the line that runs through the middle of a leaf. This line here, this is the midrib. And then again, we have the sharp pointed part of a leaf. Here, this part here, the end tip here, which is called the apex. And then this line that goes around the leaf, this one here, that one is the leaf margin. And then again, I have with me part of a leaf. You can see it practically. Yes, some of you can have this. You can have this, that. Then, everybody to look here. These lines that I was talking about, the veins here, the lines, those are the veins. And the line that runs through the middle of a leaf, the midrib. And this part here is the petiole that connects to the stem of a leaf. And the blade is the surface here. I said before, who can remember what I said about the blade? Another name of the blade? Yes, Victor? Good. Lamina. And then we have, let's look about function of these parts of a leaf. We have the blade. Since the blade is the broad surface of a leaf, it helps in attracting sunlight and carbon dioxide that used in plants to make their own food through the process called photosynthesis. Then here we have the midrib. I said the midrib is this line here. The midrib acts as a structural support of a leaf, and also it helps in transporting water and nutrients through the leaf. And then here we have the petiole. The petiole is a small stalk that attaches the leaf to the stem of a plant. Good. Okay, let's add the leaf margin. We have seen it in the diagram. Okay? I've said that margin is the line that runs through the, where is our leaf? I said this one is the margin. The margin, this line here. And in some leaves, the margin can be serrated, jagged, or smooth. But for example, like in our leaf that we have in our drawing, the margin was smooth. Okay? So there are some words in these parts of a leaf that we have not talked about here, which includes the apex and the leaf margin. That marks the end of our class, but before we break for this class, I want to give out some assignments. So you are going to check on the function of some parts of the leaf that we have not discussed in our class today. So in our next class, I'm going to check about the function that I'm giving out. Okay? That's the end of our lecture.